Twitch should be live, I think.
Twitch is live.
YouTube should be live as well now. And that means we can start. Alright. Hello and welcome everybody back to Isaac Trivia Season 3. Today we have the first of the 4 semi-finals we will have this year. It's the first time for Isaac Trivia overall to have semi-finals. As I said, we will have 4 semi-finals, and the winner of each semi-final will move into the final show at the end of the year, which will be huge, like actually huge, and I'm really looking forward to it. But today we will figure out who will be the first person to move to the final. So let's have a quick look at who we have today in the show. So, oh yeah, there was one change. Amy was not able to make it, so we have Abaddon instead, which I'm pretty happy about. He was also the only contestant who managed to answer every question correct and got the highest score. The highest score is like a little bit of a debate because like he had a really good takeover. But we will start with ProjectTZ. Hello ProjectTZ to the show again. Hope you're doing fine. Did you prepare yourself for the show today? Also, I should add that TZ will not talk in the show, but instead will write to me or Accelerator to read out the messages.
It took a while for you to introduce me this time.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot. I was so into the discussion about... Yeah, we will give TZ a little bit more time, but of course, my name is Bambochutafreak, I'm the host of the show, and with me, as always, I have my lovely co-host Accelerator. Hello and welcome to the show to you as well.
Yeah, it's good and very exciting to be in the semifinals. Anyway,
Definitely.
back to TZ, who says that yeah, she could be doing better, but it's okay. It'll be yeah, I'm sure that with your amazing performance last time that you'll do well in this semifinal episode.
I also just noticed that I have made a slight... I didn't really make a mistake, but the... Truchi, thanks for the follow. I made a slight mistake. It was not a mistake, it just didn't update. Because Crispy sent me a new sprite to use for the show. Let me just find it really quick. Here we go. Put it in here. No, it's looking very nice. Yes. Just mentioned Crispy. Hello and welcome back to the show to you as well.
Yeah, hello.
We talked about it a little bit. Please go ahead.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited about this whole thing. I'm hoping to win, but the competition is very fierce today.
Definitely. You said you didn't really look anything up and you haven't played much Isaac lately as well. Do you think there's any kind of questions that you still are like the expert on, that you know a lot more about than the other contestants?
Not really. I think everyone is like a level playing field. Everyone has the same amount of knowledge.
Okay, see. What kind of questions would you like to see today?
Just not unlock ones.
Okay, I see.
I think those are my worst. My worst.
Well, we will figure out really soon what kind of questions.
Worst, yeah.
Okay, we will figure out really soon what kind of questions we will have today. And finally, but not last, we have Abaddon. Hello and welcome to the show back again to you as well.
Hello. Nice to be back here.
Nice to have you back. Do you think you can win this show as well?
I'm not sure about it because I know the other two contestants are pretty much on par, if not even better in terms of knowledge. So this could be pretty tight.
Okay, I see. What kind of questions do you not want to see today?
Mostly stuff related to enemies.
Enemy-related stuff, okay. I guess that's it for the introduction, and now we can have a look if we have any enemy questions. Probably not in the normal questions, but maybe later on. So let's change the music and start with our very first normal question of the semi-final. First question is, what is your minimum speed while holding the white pony? That's the very first question. Okay, TZ is typing. I have not received any answers yet.
Yeah, I think that just in terms of the question, White Pony is an item that it's very good, but there's not a lot of people who actually get it. I think that even its item quality is very low compared to how good it actually is.
I think it has these. Does it have the same quality as the normal pony?
I think so, which is just a tragedy because it's so much better.
It actually is really good. Like the flight is really good, and also the set speed of 1.5, which every contestant got correct. And TZ even added with Thunder Tides, it's only 1.1. So everybody will get 1 point for that. But that was expected. Do you think our contestants will do well today, X-Later?
Given that this is this is coming from the top 6 contestants from the previous trivias, I think that they'll be definitely be excelling here. But we'll see.
I totally agree.
We'll see how they go.
Our second question is, what color is the third eye in Tainted Bethany's forehead? That's our second question. We had quite a few questions about like character appearance. And I think this is probably the hardest so far. But if you know the kind of theme the character went with, you should probably be able to answer this as well. Would you have known that, X-Later? Probably yes, right?
Yeah, I feel like if you've played enough Tainted Bethany, or seen her around, and like if you play the card game, it's pretty obvious.
Oh, I see, okay.
Unless you're colorblind, in which case then I'm sorry, but...
Okay, let's hope our contestants actually are capable of figuring out what the color is. Funny, Crispy and TZ both said that they haven't seen or played the character in a really long time. Crispy went with red question mark, TZ went with purple question mark, and Abaddon was really confident in his answer and said purple as well. And the eye is in fact purple. So that means...
I was honestly not too confident with that because I also haven't played Tainted Bethany in a long while.
Okay, I see. I mean, I think it's a pretty cool character, but I don't really know any person that considers her like the favorite character. Is this your favorite character, X-Later?
Yeah, not really. I mean, she's good, but and strong, but I personally don't enjoy playing her in runs.
Too silly for me, thanks for the follow. Yeah, she's like... I mean, the weaker items doesn't really feel like it's that big of an impact. It's like... I don't really know the number. Is it like 0.75 for most effects or something like that?
I think so, yeah.
And then range is like a little bit different. I don't really know. But cool character, and definitely a cool item as well, the Limageddon. But let's not waste too much time on the second normal question and have a look at our third normal question. How many of Azazel's horns are broken? Another character appearance question. I think that's the first time we had this in the show. Would you have known that, X-Later? Probably yes, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay, TZ was really quick with the answer here. Okay, everybody went with 1, and that is correct. And that means what exactly, X-Later?
Well, that means that after these 3 normal questions, we'll be going on to, of course, the Season 3 special of the alt paths. So, why don't you show the screen and I'll tell our contestants what we have today.
It should update in just a second.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I see it now. In the basement, we have Pixel Gloria, a category we've seen a couple times, where you'll be asked to identify items based on their icons in the Collections tab. Yeah, those little tiny drawings that Isaac does. And on the right side, Guess the Trinket. You'll see a trinket. You'll have to figure out which one it is, just based on what it looks like. Normally it's the person in last place who will get it, and I believe Crispy is in last place with 2 points. So...
Yeah, that is correct. Yes, I just updated the score. I made a small mistake.
Yeah.
Crispy, yes, the choice goes to you. Which path would you like to go down?
Both are interesting, but I think Guess the Trinket is better for me. I don't really stay at the pause menu too much.
Okay.
And you don't
alright.
really die as well, I guess. Probably as well. So, Pixel Glory it is. Name the trinket, sorry. Almost went with the wrong one.
Let's go down.
Name the trinket. Let's change the music. And have a look at our first trinket question for the Isaac Trivia Season 3 semi-final. That's it. I think I already have mentioned that to our contestants, but I have not mentioned this in the stream yet. Because this is the Elite semi-final, I made the questions a little bit harder. It might not be the hardest show we had this season. The hardest show will probably be the final show. But you can expect some pretty difficult questions today. And Exciter, would you have been able to like figure this out instantly?
Not instantly, but after looking at it for a while, then, yeah, if you think about it, yeah, then a couple answers are pretty clear, but outside of that, it's definitely challenging.
Okay, looks like Crispy made the right choice because he instantly gave a decent answer. I cannot reveal it was correct right now, because we still have to wait for TZ. Thinking about this a little bit longer. Okay, now we will get an answer. Everybody went with Pinky Eye, and that is, of course, correct. I think this is a pretty good trinket. Do you like this trinket as well? Like, general question to the contestants and Accelerator.
I think the poison status effect is generally pretty good to have. It's fairly decent, and I like that it scales with luck.
That's true, yeah. I think the poison is really good. Like, if we have good damage, because poison scales with damage, as we all know. But, I mean, even if you have like a high tier rate and can like afflict like the small poison debuff on like a lot of enemies, I think that's not bad either. It's okay to have, TZ says. I mean, yeah, they are better trinkets. I agree. They are definitely better trinkets. Everybody got this right. I think this was pretty difficult. Let's see if they can get the second question correct as well. Give me the name of this trinket. This one might be a little bit tricky. I think you said that as well, Exciter, right? That this might be a little bit tricky, or maybe it was Dio.
Okay, but I think that our contestants will be able to identify it.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident as well. Okay,
If it
instant
helps our
answer.
contestants, there is no banana trinket, so that's not what this is.
Okay, maybe there was a little bit of too much of a hint. I don't think so. Is there no
Yeah.
banana related item in base Isaac? I know that there are mods about it, but
I don't think so.
Are there any fruits? Apple. Lemon?
There's an apple, but
Apple, lemon.
yeah, lemon party, I guess, but
Lemon mishap. Is the lemon.
mhm.
Okay, I got two answers. Hey, Crispy went not only with the correct answer, but also with a really long explanation of what the item actually does. This, of course, is Black Feather. That is correct. There is a little bit of a chance to confuse it with Filigree Feather, I think, but our expert contestants, of course, got this absolutely correct. And I would like to see if they can get the last one correct as well. Let's have a quick look. Ooh, that sound looks crazy. Do you think this is a little bit too unfair, Accelerator?
Maybe for a normal show, not for the elite contestants. I feel
see.
like this should be, yeah, all right for them.
Just your fishy
So we'll
Joe.
see.
I know this one because I know redacted for reasons. Okay,
Oh no.
some forbidden knowledge, I guess. Ooh, quick answer from TZ again.
Yeah, as expected. Yeah, looks like some of our contestants know this already. Let's see. I can get an answer from everyone.
Okay, this might be a really interesting episode. As I said, I made it a little bit harder. Like, actually pretty hard. Later on, you will see that. Oh, right, we can do... hello, Childy in the chat, that's the name. Super Paper Luigi is the Twitch name. Let me try to figure this out. Maybe I can make a prediction on Twitch. If we can see someone today with more than 40 points. I mean, the prediction is cool, but there are probably not many people who have any points. But I guess if you follow, you will get some points. Lead Tag 1, thanks for the follow. Yes and no. Like this. And Giraffe Cube, thanks for the follow as well. Alright, that was enough time, I think. Let me try to figure this out really quick. We will do it like this. The answers are in. It is enough if you can give me the effect, Crispy. That is enough. But yeah, you were close enough. I will give you the point for that. Also Long, thanks for the follow. Everybody went with Keeper's Bargain. And that is... indeed correct. So that means everybody will get 2 points again. I think the trinkets were really tough.
Yeah, but our contestants aren't showing any signs of struggle at all, getting everything correct. Well done to people.
That's definitely true. How about Chad? Did you get everything right as well? Probably, because like only like the most elite Isaac players are watching the stream, but I think this was not easy. I mean, at least I didn't created it in a way to have it easily be answered. And that concludes the first L path and means we will move on to our first hard question.
Okay.
At this point, I would also like to add that I managed to fix the issues we had in the last 13 streams. We probably don't have to expect any issues today. However, we will get a special midway quality question, which is not a midway quality question actually. But we will take the time that it took to create the takeovers to put more effort into the final episode. Anyway, our first hard question is: what causes Isaac to leave a small puddle of urine on the ground after entering a room? And I already got answers despite not reading it out completely.
Yeah, if you know this, you know this, and if you don't, you could probably figure it out, but even then, it's still relatively obscure.
Definitely true, but this has been in the game since the Flash version. Maybe it worked a little bit differently on the... Actually, it should have worked exactly the same in the Flash version, now that I think about it. I think I figured this out myself as well in the Flash game. But I know that there have been some like trivia or facts video on YouTube that explain this. I already got the answers, but I will wait a little bit longer to see what TZ is typing. Oh, okay, yeah. Again, like some of the contestants putting a lot more information into the answer that we needed. Everybody went with you have to be on half a heart. That is of course correct, so everybody will get 2 points. It doesn't matter if it's half a red heart, if it's a bone heart, or if it's half a soul heart. Being on half a heart will cause this to happen. And that means we can move on to our second hard question. How is everybody feeling so far, our contestants? You're doing pretty good. Do you still think you will be able to answer the later questions correctly as well? Or do you think this will be a little bit of a struggle?
I'm not entirely sure. It depends on the questions. I do have a feeling I might struggle, but I will still try my best.
Nice.
I think I will definitely like fail at one question or another because I don't know much of the game because I haven't played it for a long while.
Yeah, that can always
But
happen.
yeah.
TZ also said, we will see. Our second hard question is, how many items grant you immunity to damage from fireplaces? We don't need the names. If you know them, you can tell me as well, but we only need the number. The fact that you have a red puddle of blood with Matt's kidney stone too? I don't understand the reference, but I know that there are items that probably change this. Like, there are also some character-specific effects. 1,200 hours played, yeah, and I'm doing really quite badly? Nah, don't say that. I mean, this is a pretty tough episode. If you have seen any of the previous ones, I'm pretty sure that you would have done it well as well. What a weird sentence to say. Okay, ProjectTZ doesn't go with the number, but instead lists the items, which is totally fine. Crispy knows the
As
items
long as
as
she
well.
gets them all right, then that's what matters.
Yes, definitely. And we are still waiting for Abaddon.
Yeah, there aren't too many of these items, but it's more than I expected when you first showed me this question.
Okay. Abaddon answered as well. Abaddon went with, I think it's only 2. And Crispy went with Pyromaniac and Hot Bombs, and TZ went with Hot Bombs and Pyromaniac. And that is the correct answer. So everybody will get 2 points again. We are moving pretty fast through this today, as expected. Maybe I should have added a few more questions. But I'm pretty sure we will still manage to get like over the 1 hour mark, as always.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway.
Final hard question now. The final hard question is, what item causes Isaac to not have a reflection? I think this effect only occurs in Downpour. It's
Also
not
in Flooded Caves as of Repentance.
Is it in Flooded Caves?
Yeah, now it is.
Was it in the patch?
I don't think so. I think it's just that Repentance added actual water to Flooded Caves.
No, yeah,
instead of
but
just making it blue.
Oh, okay. Because I thought that this is a repentance effect in general, but I thought it was not in Flooded Caves.
No, I'm pretty sure that it's wherever Isaac has a reflection. So both in Flooded Caves and in Downpour, where you can see his reflection in the water.
Oh, okay, I see. Alright, and the answers, of course, are in. And Crispy points out, Isaac Guru videos from years ago got me this one. Yeah, there are quite a few videos on YouTube that give you the knowledge that you need to win trivia, so you should definitely check them out. Everybody went with Charm of the Vampire, and that is, of course, correct.
Yeah, well-known fact, vampires don't have reflections, so makes complete sense.
Definitely. And, ooh, that concludes the hard questions. And that means we will move on to the next new type of question. This is the first time we will show this in Isaac Trivia. Are you a little bit excited, Axelator?
Yeah,
You know
I'm
this
very
question.
excited for this.
Very excited? Alright. So, the new type of question that we have in the semifinals of Isaac Trivia Season 3 is... to tell me where the secret and super secret room is. If the image is too small, we can send you the original, but you should still be able to figure this out just by looking at the screen. If you are looking at an actual screen, if you are looking on your phone, then it might be a little bit difficult. You have 2 guesses. You can use both guesses for like just the secret room, or you can try to figure out both. And if you get every correct answer, you will get 2 points. That's how it works. There's multiple possible answers.
No, there's only one because this map only has one super secret room and one regular secret room.
That's how it works, yes. And I mean, I guess it's probably obvious, but I need the location on the map, like the 1A. I mean, that cannot be the location of any of the secret rooms. Could it be the ultra secret room?
No,
Not even
it's
that.
not. Yeah, there's too many red rooms separating it. But yeah,
Yeah.
we're looking for the ones you can access via bombs, not the red ultra secret room.
Yes. You can get 4 points in total for this question. You have 2 guesses, but you can spend 2 guesses on just one kind of secret room.
Mhm.
This one is free, to be honest. You know both? Are you sure?
Yeah, don't submit it in chat because our contestants can see it, but keep it in your mind. You might be surprised.
Maybe I should ask our contestants as well. How do you feel about this question? Do you like it?
It's alright.
It's alright?
It's a
What do
silly
you
concept,
mean?
honestly.
Instant kick from the show. Minus 20 points.
Like, one of the benefits of playing regularly and exploring every floor 100% most of the time is get to know how these secret rooms operate.
Yeah, I think if you just play enough, like if you look at any streamer who has played the game for a few runs, just a few, it's very easy to just like instantly know where the secret room is located, and usually the super secret
think-
room as well.
This super secret room has like maybe a couple locations if the seed decides to be stupid, but I think this one, what I picked, is most common.
TZ, I need 2 answers, just 2. Unless I don't understand your drawing correctly.
Yeah, one guess for the secret room and one guess for the super secret room, or 2 guesses for the same kind of room. You'll get 1 point for each correct answer that you have, so if you want to maximize your points, you should guess the normal and the super secret room.
It's pretty good. Chat knows, of course, best. Like they say, it's a good question. Thank you very much. TZ, I need like 2 answers. Like it could be like 2B and 2C, for example. You get 2 good guesses in total, and you have to guess. Of course, there are multiple possible locations. It's not about the possible locations. It's about guessing where the actual secret room and super secret room are. So there's a little bit of a gamble here. I think you got this right, Accelerator, right?
Yeah, I think I did.
You were unsure about the super secret room, right?
Yeah, but when are you not unsure about it?
Fair enough. Definitely fair enough. Alright, the answers are in. I guess I will just reveal the correct locations. Whoops, that was not the correct way of doing it. This was the correct way of doing it. So the correct answers are D4 and D8. Abaddon went with D4 and F3, so that is 2 points for you. Crispy went with D4 and F3 as well, so that's 2 points for you. And TZ went with... TZ, you cannot send me multiple answers. But I guess I will give you some time to explain. This was the data, this was wrong. So which one? This is the first. I will go with the first one because that one has only 2 answers. Like the last one is a little bit confusing to me because there are like 3 rooms, I guess, kind of. But TZ almost got it right. TZ also got the normal secret room on D4 and went with F3 originally first and then kind of changed it to D8, but I will give 2 points to everyone. Leaving everyone on the same level.
Ooh.
Celery also, hello and welcome to the chat. Did the chat get this right? What happens if you say the ultra secret room? That's a good question. I didn't check the ultra secret room question because it would have probably been too hard. I think the ultra secret room, I'm pretty good at guessing it, but I feel like I'm not too deep into like the floor generation to like get like a good understanding on how it actually works. I'm just good at guessing, I guess. Fair enough. Thank you. Alright. That concludes our midway special. And what comes next, Dexalator?
So, after that, we have our midway mystery, and now we've got, once again, our second choice of Old Paths.
Yes, I will
So
update in just a second.
Yeah, this time in the depths we have fan favorite categories singled out, where questions have multiple correct answers, but if you guess the same answer that someone else does, neither of you get any points. And meanwhile, in the mausoleum, we have Match the Sprite. You'll be shown a sprite of Isaac, and we'll have to figure out what item or combination of items create that sprite of Isaac. And once again, the person in last place will get first pick. KrispyPants, that's you. Which way do you want to go here?
Bleop, thanks for the follow.
Last player privilege.
By only 1 point, which is, I guess, pretty good. It's a pretty good strategy to be only 1 point behind. So where do you want to go?
Yeah, especially with poker chip play, it's very easy.
Alright, I should activate the poker chips.
A singled out.
I was wondering where those
seems horrible. So I'll pick my Sprite because I think I'm good on sprites. I think.
Match the sprite.
All right.
Okay, I would just like to.
Is getting deprived once again of its favorite categories.
That's true, but I would still like to hear like the opinion of TZ and Abaddon. We will go with Match the Sprite, but would you have made the same choice?
I definitely would have, because singled out is a little bit scary. There's like certain questions that could only have a very low amount of answers, and it would just be easy to like match the answers with someone else.
Okay, TZ also agrees. TZ would have also went with Match the Sprite. So Match the Sprite it is. Alright. I told you that this will be a tough episode, so I'm looking forward to see if you can get the Match the Sprite questions correct. Here's the first one. Isaac with 2 spikes on the head. I think I asked in the like trivia group, like the creation group, and not everybody was like sure if this is easy or not. What was your conclusion, Axelator?
I think it was decently easy. It's not like, you know, especially difficult. There are a couple items that this could be, but you know, overall, it's not a very difficult question. I think our contestants will be just fine here.
Yeah, I already got the answers, like instantly. And of course, everybody got it correct. This is Loki's horns. Horns? Loki's horns, plural, because it's like 2 horns, but it's 1 item. So everybody will get 3 points, putting them on a total of 18, 17, and 18 again. All still very evenly matched, as expected. And let's see if this still continues after the next Match the Sprite question. Ooh, what do we have here? I think this is easy if you have like a 4K monitor and can like zoom in or enhance. If you can't, tough luck, I guess.
Yeah, this one is a little evil, but... And when I first saw the question, I had no idea, but... I feel like our contestants, there's a reason that they're on the show and I'm not. And I'm just writing the questions and hosting. So, we'll see if they'll be able to do what I did.
Okay, PZ answered. Crispy and Abaddon are still typing, okay. How about chat? Would you have known this? This is pretty tough. I think you will never see this sprite in-game, to be honest. Also, cattle, I guess. Thanks for the follow. It's usually overridden, I guess. But if you can actually make out what the pixels are, you should be able to tell what this item is. Yeah, probably. You should probably be able to figure this out.
And by the way, we have the poker chip, and what is the other item that we have?
Just
That-
the poker chip.
Yeah, the coins are your score.
Oh, that is another power up.
No, you only get one poker chip, one joker per show.
Okay.
If you only
Well, if
see
you make
this,
it to the final, you might see some. You might be able to. Yeah, that might change.
it might change. It definitely might change. Also, you only see this sprite if you get really early. Oh yeah, I guess yeah. Then you can see the sprite. I mean, I guess that goes for every match sprite question, I guess. Crispy points out this is very evil. Abaddon was
It
not
is,
sure,
but we
but
wouldn't be Isaac Trivia if we weren't.
that's true. Also, Abaddon was unsure about his answer as well, but everybody went with Ang. And the item that revives you is Blue Baby when you die. And that is the correct answer. So everybody will get 3 points. That means everybody will have at least 20 points now, which is pretty crazy, almost perfect. Well, we have 2 times 2 perfect scores. Also, why is my Twitch chat not updating? Black and Flame, thanks for the sub on YouTube. Woo points. I don't think I ever noticed it in game, but I think I know the answer. Celery, did you know the answer? Oh yeah, you said woo points. Okay, yeah, you got it right. Long got it also correct. Nice. So I guess we have some real experts today in the show. Not only in the show, but also in the chat. That means we can move on for our final match this sprite question. Here we go. Ooh. That's evil, right?
Ooh, definitely. But once again, we've got these contestants, you know, were chosen for the Elite 3 for a reason, so very much.
The Dandy Tavern, thanks for the follow. I mean, I made the question, so of course I know the answer, but I would have went with a completely different item. And I'm pretty sure, Exeter, you can guess what item I would have went for, right?
Of course, and once everyone guesses and you reveal the right answer, maybe we can ask chat for what they think it was.
Critic said easy? This one is easy? Are you sure? I would like to see your answer.
I don't think it's easy at all, so that's interesting.
Yeah, chat says it's easy. Everybody is easy. Okay, I want to see your answers once we are done with the question.
Why don't you come on the show?
Yeah.
Why don't you come on for season 4? You tell
If
us.
we do season 4.
If we do season 4.
Okay, that's interesting. All of our contestants went with the same answer. Hit me up for season 4. We still need to figure it out if we do it. It's a lot of work. And I don't have much time because of work, but it would be fun to have more new people on the show. Before I reveal the answer of our contestants, I would like to know the answer of the people in chat. So you feel free to post your answer right now. What do you think this item sprite is? What do you mean? Everybody goes with glaucoma? What do you mean? Like, you are somebody has looked this up and everybody's copy pasting. But this is actually glaucoma and everybody will get 3 points again. Everybody knew this? Like, this looks very similar to Sacred Heart. I think Sacred Heart is just a little bit more white, right? Or like has like a slight glowing effect.
Yeah. Yeah, Sacred Heart is more white, and the tears that come out are also white.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you don't
Like
see these.
the tears below Isaac's
Yeah.
eyes.
Oh, okay, that is what you mean. Oh, that's interesting. Everybody got this correct. It was free? Okay. Okay. Well, tell me that again when we move to the eternal questions now. Which is, by the way, my favorite part of the show.
Cue the music.
I cue the music. And let's have a look at our first semi-final eternal question. How many items can display a varying number of charge bars? I should add that there are some technical answers to this question. If you give me a number that goes in this territory, I will ask you to name some of the items.
Yeah, there's an answer we're looking for here that's very specific, but
I mean,
it will be a
two,
little-
technically. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, there's one technical and there's one super technical answer here.
I don't think anyone gets the question. Can you phrase it better?
So
There
a
are
varying
items-
number of
okay.
charge bars means that in the item in the top left, the active item has differing numbers of charges. So, for example, an item can have, the same item can show up as having 1 charge or 4 charges, or there aren't any items with 5 charges, but just as an
Oh,
example,
I
if
see.
the same item could have multiple charges, then multiple levels of charges.
When they were saying people might be misdirected with this, I was scared of saying glaucoma. Okay, I guess it was too obvious, sorry.
Wait, what's meant with charge again? I'm misunderstanding the
As
question.
in the charge
Like-
bars in the active, for an active item.
Ah,
They are active items that under certain conditions or after using them or in whatever specific case can show you a different amount of charge bars. And we're looking for all of these items. If you are unsure about your answer, you can just post it in the DM to me and then I will probably try to give you a little bit of an aid because this is a tricky question. I'm just gonna do with the super technical one because I thought of redacted. Okay.
Good that you're not saying the answer, at least.
Yeah, we are not also... we only look for the number. We don't need the actual names. But if
So
you
it is
go...
a bit of a flex if you do.
If you do, it's a flex, but... There are technical answers, and if you go into a number that goes into this territory, I will have to ask you for going some of the weirder... specifying some of the weirder items that could appear here. Okay, I got an answer from Abaddon. I thought this was charge bars as in passive items. Oh, okay. Maybe we should have added active items in the question.
Yeah.
yeah, because I also I also initially understood like passive charge bars, like charging an attack, stuff like that. That's what I understood at first.
But I mean, I guess. Oh, that would have been a really mean question because, like, you have like things like Revelation that has like a fixed charge bar, but then you have like Brimstone, for example, which technically can be reduced with tier 8. But we are looking for active items in this case. Okay, I got an answer from Abaddon. Still waiting for KrispyPants. I guess this is not so easy now, right? I'm also looking forward to chat, how they feel about this question. Yeah, we should have made it active items in the questions to make it more clear. Yeah, I didn't really think about that there. I don't play with charge bars, so I guess that was probably the issue here. I just go with like my own timing, which I get sometimes called out for in my streams. Why don't you use charge bars? Because I don't need them. I'm just such an expert Isaac player. TZ, do you understand the question now, and are you just thinking, or is something still unclear? I think I do. That's nice to hear. Bamboo is too good for charge bars. Yes, exactly. Charlie went with said, I think I know, but there's one item I'm not sure about because it's not really one item. I shouldn't have read that out loud because that might be a spoiler. But I think this is the item everybody will know as well. So maybe not too much of a spoiler. Okay, TZ is typing now. Crispy as well. Okay, we got an answer from Crispy. Ooh, Crispy, you should have played more Isaac, I think. But I will lock that answer in. There should be timer on these questions. Yeah, we were thinking about it in introducing timers to the show. We have some questions with timers because they get too easy if the contestants have infinite time. But I mean, the timer for these like really hard questions would be really long. And we already got the answer as well. I see. So I will lock the answer in, TZ. Would be nice if you could give me a quick yes or no. But I also, like, I really need to lock in the answer in a couple seconds. No response from TZ. Feels bad, man.
Rip.
But I think I will just lock it. Oh. Yeah, should I lock the question, your answer in, was my question. With the thing that I wrote to you. Okay, I will lock it in. So let me read out the answers that we got. Chat has also the answers ready. Well, let's see how well you did. ProjectTZ went with a blank card, placebo, D-Infinity, and clear rune. Crispy went with D-Infinity, nothing else. And Abaddon went with D-Infinity, blank card, clear rune, and placebo. So we have as an answer 4, 1, and 4. And I guess this will be a very controversial question, right, Xlater?
Oh, definitely.
Because in our answer sheet, we have blank card, clear rune, placebo, the infinity, and book of virtues, which is technically a passive item, but it's in the active slot.
Yeah, that's true, but considering that we specified active items.
But considering that we specified active items, you think we should go with the answers that the contestants gave, the 4?
Yeah, because there's a couple ways to justify both. Because you can argue that Book of Virtues, Virtues charge bar isn't varying because it's always 4, and that it's the other item's charge bar whenever something goes over it, and not Book of Virtues itself.
I will give the points to TZ and Abaddon because I will give the points. However, I would also like to point out that the Book of Virtues was the technical answer that we were talking about. And the very technical answer that we were talking about is Judas' Birthright, which turns into the Book of Virtues version of Book of Belial, which works in the same way with some added effects, which technically also has a different amount of charge bars.
And no one answered about these, but we would not have accepted items like Everything Jar or Larynx, because they don't have a different number of charge bars, only the amount of charges you need before you can activate it. The actual number of charges stays the same, it's just that you can use it whenever.
Alright, let me update the points. How do you feel about this, Abaddon? Colin, thanks for the subscription on YouTube. Abaddon, how do you feel about this answer? Would you think Book of Virtues would have been a good answer?
I'm not sure because technically, like Axel said, the Book of Virtues itself not only has 4 charges, but technically it's also a passive item and not an active.
To be fair, the actual question as it is presented here is... Oh, thanks for the Galactic Donut. Who was it? Litek, thanks for the Galactic Donut. Yeah, we should have, like, what kind of messed me up with, like, the charge bar history thing. I didn't really consider that other items like familiars or specific TFX should have charge bars. A tricky question, but I will give the points because I'm...
Also,
feeling...
can I point out something?
Yes, please.
Someone said the glowing hourglass. Does that have anything to do with this?
Yeah,
No,
TZ
because
also
it
answered
turns
that.
into the hourglass.
Yeah, it becomes a different item.
Same with glass cannon and broken glass cannon. They're 2 separate items.
That is why we didn't count these as well. Alright, I would still like to remind you that you have still your poker chip, which can double the points that you get for an answer, or you can lose the points if you get it wrong. So you might want to use it on one of the upcoming Eternal or Dead God question. Speaking of which, let's have a look at our next Eternal question. How many victory laps are needed for shops to no longer spawn? That's our next question. Book of Virtues as an active is only 4 charges, no more no less. When combined with other active item, it's another active along determining the charges. Exactly. Dio points out this is a flawed question. Fair enough. I gave the points for what we consider a technically correct answer. I guess it's tricky. I think we kind of dug our own grave when we said active items. We should have just specified items in the active item slot, and then there's still like the argument about it having only 4 charges on its own.
Yeah, anyway. that was the last question. Now we're on this question about victory laps at shops. Before you showed this question to me, I had no idea that victory laps at some point cause shops to no longer spawn. But that's maybe because I don't actually go through victory laps outside of the unlocks.
Right, the answers are hidden. Yeah, this is
Ooh,
definitely
already?
not already. And we have 3 different answers.
Okay, and no poker chips.
No poker chips. I've personally seen this, lol. The victory laps thing. I mean the answers are in. I will lock it in now. Oh, wait a minute. No, you have some time, TZ. I haven't revealed anything yet. I will still give you a couple seconds to update it, if you want to do that.
Yep, we've got time.
How is chat feeling about this question?
Yeah, was chat also like me and has no idea what's happening, or?
Somebody said that they know the answer because they have seen that, maybe recently. Gumdrop said, never even heard of shops being deleted. I had no idea. Yeah. I think this is like similar to how in some challenges you have... I think most challenges have shops and secret rooms. Then there are challenges that have no treasure rooms. And I think there's also one challenge that has no shops. But I'm not sure about that. I will check that again after the show. Okay, the answers are in. They are locked now. Video relaxants. Generally didn't know either. I have a guess though. Alright, what is chat guessing? We have the answers in, they are locked in, so you can post your answer now. Shadi says it stops at 3. 4. 3.
Mostly 3s and 4s here.
Start of 4, so 3 runs. Something along the line, okay. The question was, how many victory laps are needed for shops to no longer spawn? TZ went with 3. Crispy went with 2. And Abaddon also went with 3. And the correct answer to this question is 3 runs. After 3 runs, the shops will disappear. Also, Long pointed out after 4 you become the Lost. Yeah, I think that's how it works. You need to do 3 runs and you become the Lost. And when you start the run with the Lost, you unlock what? Is it reruns? I think it's the rerun achievements, yes.
Yeah. Actually, I think it's the one before. You need to actually beat the run with the Lost in order to get rerun.
Oh, I'm not sure. I think you are sure about this Axelite or not?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I think when you start your first one, it's yeah, because I think there's either 2 or 3 or 4 unlocks from it.
I will not continue this discussion any further because I think I might get some things really mixed up. So I will just go ahead and reveal the final eternal question. Oh, that will be a blast. Our final eternal question for this episode is: what game edition made it that greedier mode completions also give greed mode unlocks? Basically, what introduction of the game made it so that you can get the hard mode achievements from greed mode, the normal achievements for Greed mode when you played the hard mode. That's our final eternal question. Instant answer from TZ. Interesting.
Makes sense then.
I mean, TZ knows a lot about like versions of the game. Like has some really impressive knowledge about some of the versions of the game.
I mean, when you maintain, maintain like a separate, like, I forgot
Easy
exactly
question.
what it was called, but like she maintains like a separate like wiki-like thing, so makes sense that you know a lot about the game.
Fair enough. I used to know a lot about Flash, Isaac, but I forgot a lot about it. Forgot a lot about it by now, which I think is sad. That's just knowledge that's just gone because there's not really a wiki for that. There are still some people that know stuff about Flash, but I mean, are there even people who play Flash anymore? I mean,
I assume there are.
yeah, but like, I mean, like content creation wise, like on YouTube or on stream. I mean, some people do it as a challenge, like a one-time thing, getting the Eternal God achievement and then just stop. But actively, I mean, like we have Repentance. Why would you play Flash, to be honest?
That's true. But Repentance is kind of an expensive game.
I'm gonna be super nice here, Crispy, and I say that I need a more specific answer than that. And I'm really nice with that. Boo. Okay, we got an answer from Abaddon and from TZ, and technically from Crispy. But again, I'm really nice today when I say I need a more specific answer. Okay, the answers are in. Nobody wants to use the poker chip here, right?
No, not at all.
No. Flash is just nostalgia, also super retro. I agree. I did play it again for the Eternal God achievement. And I think it was like fun to like have a look at the game like after all these years. Of course it has a lot of flaws. And like movement was a little bit restricted or clunky as well. It didn't feel like that when I played it like 10 years ago. 10 years ago this was like a super modern game. Tight control. Actually that's crazy. Super Meat Boy is older than Isaac, right? And Super Meat Boy was also like regarded as a game with like the kind of best controls you could have for a platformer at that time. There are probably games right now that have like better controls, but at the time where it was released, even a couple years later, it still was considered to be one of the games that has the best controls. Also, that is like an underappreciated thing about Mario games, because Mario has like really good controls. Anyway, I'm getting off track here. What is chat saying? Not much. So I will lock in the answers from our contestants. The question was, what game edition made it that greedier mode completions also give greed mode unlocks? Crispy went with Booster Pack 1. Abaddon went with Booster Pack 2. And TZ went with Booster Pack 5. If one of them got the correct answer here, that would be quite huge going into the final question. The game version that allowed you to get normal greed mode unlocks when beating the hard mode of greed mode was Booster Pack number 5. So that means TZ will get 4 additional points and goes into the leading position for the first time in this show right now.
Ooh, okay. This is interesting.
Took me a moment to let that sink in. Alright. I forgot about the booster packs even existed, to be fair. Yeah.
If you started playing in Repentance, it's not something you'd know unless you specifically looked into it.
It was... Like, I think the booster packs were cool, but I think Edmund at least said he wouldn't do it again. I don't think he did disliked it, to be honest. But I like that, like, community members had a chance to add something to the game permanently. I think that's pretty cool. I played Rebirth and then played Repentance. Okay, yeah, that's a big skip.
Okay. With that, I think it's time, right? With everyone's poker chips unused. And it's time to go to our final Dead God question, right?
That is right. It is time for the Dead God question.
Here we go.
The final question of Isaac Trivia Season 3. Semifinal number 1, the Elite Semifinal, is... In Isaac's Death Note, when he describes the place he died in, what are the words he uses for the blue womb? Or the triple question mark floor? Or the floor where you fight Hush? That is our final question for this show.
Of course, our contestants are so good that they've never died to Hush, so of course they would not know this.
Oh,
Or would they?
That's true.
Yeah. We'll see what people think. I never paid attention to the Isaac's Last Will, and when I did, it was when I had mods installed that changed it, so...
Fair enough.
Yeah. I think I know this. Yeah, I think that I know some of these contestants will probably get this. Does anyone want to use the poker chip here to potentially double their points for getting it right, but they lose points if they get it wrong?
I'll poker chip. I remember.
I'll also poker chip.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I remember this. Like I died to Hush many times. Like one of those lost dailies where I had to play Lost and do Hush. I died like 3 times on Hush. So that's took to my memory, I guess.
Okay, everybody use the poker chip. Yeah, Hush is really not easy. I feel like I fought Hush so many times that I got quite confident in the fight, especially with Tainted Jacob. I think I have never died to Hush with Tainted Jacob. I might have lost a lot of HP and died the floor right after, but I think I have never lost to Hush with Tainted Jacob.
I still think that Hush is BS.
No.
Everyone's seen the one GIF.
Yeah, but I would like to point out, I think Hush is BS when he gets to 40% HP.
100%, yeah, that's what I mean.
I think before that, totally fine.
But then when it just starts spamming attacks like it's like... Yeah, like it's delirium or something, it's not fair at some points to expect to dodge everything.
Everybody's gonna hate on me again because apparently the Eternal 3 question was harder than the Dead God question. Because we actually got the same answer 3 times.
Ooh.
That's a long name. Let's just go with Cody, thanks for the follow. Everybody went with Barren Place. The question was, in Isaac's Death Note, when he describes the place he died in? What are the words he uses for blue womb? I think if I would have been in the position of the contestants, I would have only known the answer to the womb, which I think is called a warm place. However, the blue womb is called in the Death Note a barren place. So that means all of our contestants with the poker chip active got the Dead God question right, which I think is the first time this has ever happened. Everybody will get 12 points.
This might be the first time that everyone has gotten the Dead God question right in this show.
Yeah,
Much less with
on top.
poker chip.
And this also means that we have a winner, and it's no one else than TZ. Congratulations to the win. Very well deserved. I think it was a perfect run, right? There was not a single mistake.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, that was every question. And then a perfect poker chip on the Dead God question.
On top as well. How do you feel about your win, TZ? Feels great, actually.
Oh, that's great.
Feeling
yeah, you
awake
are
at 4
going to
a.m.
the finals.
Yes, that is correct. TZ is the first one to move into the finals. We will also ask you for your final words in just a couple seconds, TZ, when we end the show. But before we do that, to give you a little bit of time, I would also like to ask the other contestants how they feel about ProjectTZ winning and about their performance. Let's start with Crispy. How do you feel about your performance?
Very bad.
Very bad. You got 35 points, which is really good. This is probably, I think, like in the top 10 at least of the leaderboard, if we would add you right now. Which it was a really good performance. I think in most shows you would have won with this score.
Well, like, I think one mistake just doesn't allow you to win. You need to have basically perfection. Carrying perfection around, like the trinket, to actually win.
That is true.
Like what TZ did. I think she got all questions correct. It's just amazing.
It definitely is. Also, Abaddon, you only got one question incorrect, so you lost. It was a very close race. Do you feel sad or do you feel great for TZ winning?
Honestly, someone like TC definitely deserves the win here. She's easily like the most knowledgeable Isaac player I've known up to this point, and I definitely think she deserves the win, absolutely. So, from me, yet again, congratulations for the win.
Definitely. Do you think she will win the final show as well?
I have a good feeling she will.
All right.
Ooh, that's a good vote of confidence.
Definitely. We
We'll
will
have to
figure
see
that.
who else will be in the final, right?
Definitely.
3 more semi-final episodes to go.
Yes, every Saturday
That is true.
in November we will have a semi-final. Next one is still up to a vote. The video is up on YouTube with the Google poll, where we will decide on the 3 most popular people that have competed in the season so far, and they will again try to compete for a spot in the final show. Not sure if TZ is still awake. If there's anything you would like to say right now, TZ. Oh, wait a second. Alright. As always, the final few words go to the winner of the show, TZ, before we end the episode. And TZ said, hope we all had fun today and learned something new. I guess TZ didn't learn anything new, but everyone else probably did. And that's it. There's nothing else to say for me anymore, with the exception of one thing, of course. My name is Bambochutafreak. This was the first Isaac Trivia Season 3 semi-final. I hope you all had fun watching the show, and until next time, bye!